Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Danny. Danny sent in a general contribution, which I'm going to use on this video. It seems like they're on a coffee break outside. Anybody who wants to know what's going on, look at the video before this. Need a few more days, you'll understand. Okay, but I got a couple minutes to squeeze this in. It's very short. You want to see borderline personality disorder in action? You want to see why I'm saying what societal narcissism is all about, that society has been taken over by cluster B personality disordered sociopaths, and it's everywhere. This video, it's under a minute long, explains it shows it perfectly, 100%. This is the leader of the Just Stop Oil campaign, these idiots that go out in orange vests in the UK, in Europe, and in some states here, and sit in front of cars and block traffic and prevent people from getting to work and prevent people from getting to the hospital and prevent people from moving. These fucking baby sociopathic borderline personality disordered losers who just want to destroy everything they touch. You can't get away with that in Florida. You block traffic in Florida, you become a hood ornament. That's one of the good things that DeSantis did here. You try blocking traffic here, we're allowed to turn you into a freaking hood ornament. So let's just get right into it before the noise starts up again.
How worse does it have to get? How many kids have to die? How many more young people have to do this?
How many kids have to die? Oh, wait a minute. She's crying with no tears. Where's your tears, bitch? Where's your tears, ho? Where is it? With your boy haircut. Where is it? You dried out skank? Caring about children, of which you probably have none of. But you'll sit here trying to destroy economies, trying to destroy society, using your own cluster B borderline personality disordered sociopathy to try to guilt people. Where are your tears?
It's tough. I don't know what else to say, Anna. Why aren't you on the streets with us? That's all I can say.
Because you're a phony. Because you're a phony who goes and fake cries. We've all seen this. Any one of us who has dealt with borderline personality disorder in our past have seen this bullshit histrionic breakdown that's all fake. The crying, the histrionics with no goddamn tears.
Say, how do you explain your inaction? How do you explain it? Everyone...
Because we know you're a clown bitch. That's why. Inaction for what? You're just going to stop oil and do what? And run the economy on what? Oil is a global economy. You can't move, you can't have supply chains. You can't travel. You can't have planes or a military or defend yourself without oil. They don't care. They don't care.
Here, all the presenters that we talk to, how do you explain your inaction? How much longer are you going to keep this?
How do we explain it? Because we can tell just by how you're acting here, you're a complete fucking phony. You use histrionics and emotional blackmail to get your way. And what's your way in this situation? Destroying society. Jesus, I'm so mad I'm drooling. Destroying society. Why? Because you're bitter, you're alone, you're dried out. Oh, look, no wedding ring. No wedding ring. What a shock. What a shock. Can't figure out why Butch Hair here wants to destroy society, wants to block traffic, wants to keep people from getting to work. Can't figure it out. And then we'll sit here and fake cry. Act like she's... No tears. Completely dry-eyed. And then said, like, why don't you care? Why doesn't the media care? Because it's obvious to anybody with 2 bits of a brain that you're completely full of shit.
Journalistic objectivity up until the water's lapping at your ankles, until your own kids haven't got food? How long?
Your own kids? Where are your kids? You don't have any. You don't have any kids. You don't have a man. You don't have kids. You're bitter. You want to destroy the world for everybody else because you're bitter. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Do you see? It's not even wet. Like, she got dry eye. And she got dry eye, for Christ's sake. Not only is she not crying, even though she's trying to act like she is, her eyes are completely dry. Her face isn't even flustered.
And for Just Stop Oil, what's next? Will you continue to disrupt events, or
Of course
we're gonna, because we want to destroy everything, because we're bitter. Look, she's smiling. Of course, because that's what she wants to do. That's what it's all about. This is where societal narcissism comes from. This is why I've made the connection between Marxism, communism, societal narcissism, and the abuse in your own life. If the borderline could figure out how to do this, what she's doing, they'd be doing it instead of harassing you and ruining your holidays. No, they'd still be ruining all your special events and holidays. They would. But, to be able to join up with something like this and to be doing it on a global scale, God damn, is that power.
the plan?
Because it's morally wrong to not take the action that we know from history has got some chance of having an effect. People feel powerless. We are the...
Based on what? Based on what? Based on, look at this idiot. Why would you take her advice, her analysis on the environment, on anything? Look at this clown.
opposite. When we come together, we have enormous power. There are so many more of us than there are of them. How worse does it...
There's so many more. And it ends in the veiled threat. There's so many more of us than there are of them. This is borderline personality disorder run amok. This is what this is what societal narcissism is. This is a cluster B society. The phoniness of it all. To sit there and fake cry like she actually cares. But then when the presenter asks her, are you going to continue to do it? Can you continue? Of course. Lights up with a huge smile. You know what? We'll watch it all the way through one more time before we wrap it up. I can hear them backing those trucks up, so they're about to get started again. What a disaster. What a disaster. How do we get here when we know how we got here?
Have to get? How many kids have to die? How many more young people have to do this stuff? I don't know what else to say, Anna.
Have you ever seen a faker cry in your life? I know I said I was going to play this all the way through, but God damn it, I can't, because we've seen this in our personal lives and we know where this is coming from.
How worse does it have to get? How many kids have to die? How many more young people have to do
kids?
this
What
stuff?
kids have died? Who's died?
I don't know what else to say, Anna. Why aren't you on the streets with us? That's all I can say. How do you explain your inaction? How do you explain it? Everyone here, all the presenters.
Because you're a fraud.
How do you explain
because
your
you're a
inaction?
fraud.
How much longer are you going to keep this journalistic objectivity up? Until the water's lapping at your ankles? Until your own kids haven't got food? How long?
And for Just Stop Oil, what's next? Will you continue to disrupt events, or
Of
what's
course.
the plan?
Because it's morally wrong to not take the action that we know from history has got some chance of having...
Who died and made you the arbiter of what's morally right or wrong? This is the questions you got to ask these shows. Who died? And then fine, I'll go join you as long as you tell me who died and made you the arbiter of what is morally right or wrong. Tell me who that person is, and I'll gladly join you in the streets.
In effect, people feel powerless. We are the opposite. When we come together, we have enormous power. There is...
People feel powerless. We're the opposite. See, she just gave you the whole game right there. It's about power. It's always about power with the borderline. It's always about power. Did you hear it? Did you see it?
When we come together, we have enormous power. There are so many more. We are the opposite. When we come together, we have enormous power. Chance of having an effect. People feel powerless. We are the opposite.
She feels powerless.
When we come together, we have enormous power. There are so many more of us than there are of them. How worse?
She just gave away the whole game. She showed you what the borderline does, that her tears are bullshit. It's all about power. It's all about the borderline feeling personal power. And to be able to do that on a mass scale, on a societal scale, there's few things I think that could give them more of a feeling of power than that. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, they're firing up those trucks again. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to Danny for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.